bit more. And let me know if you could, if you're able to hear me. And that would be a big help. All right. So I said that I was talking today on office hours, and I said that I would try wax paper finally. So I'm going to do that. Let me do this. Let me zoom in and let me make a mistake and then I'll erase it. So let's make this our mistake. We've got some blue that we put in over here. Okay. And hey, Rosina, how are you? Thanks for joining. Okay. What did I do with that wax paper? Here it is. Okay. So I'm going to try wax paper for the first time. And let's see what happens. I'm going to go back over that area. There it is. Not on camera. There we go. There it is. Took it up a little bit, I think. Hard to tell. It doesn't remove a lot, does it? Not much at all. But I'm doing well, Rosina. Thanks for joining. Maybe it'll be more obvious if I use an orange pencil. Let me find a spot here. Try to get rid of this spot right here. Just by way of reminder, I'm on Pastelmat. Okay, let's take a look. I don't know. So I see where my orange is. I mean, I don't know how it's supposed to work exactly, but I mean, it's maybe that's what it's supposed to do, is just barely take anything off. I don't know. I don't know why I would want to do that. I don't know. Okay, but I have a lot of people telling me that, oh, it works great. Okay, let's try. So since that's something from the kitchen, I thought I'd just break out the old press and seal and try it. Make sure I got the right side. Okay, so here's the sticky side down. Might as well try press and seal. Just try everything from the kitchen. I don't know. So let me see what this does. Not much. Not much at all. All right. I don't know. Could be I'm not doing it exactly the way others are doing it. Maybe you need more pigment buildup first. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to go back to kneaded erasers for a moment and just get rid of this. Okay, pretty quick and easy. Here we go. We're going to use blue over there anyway, so we don't have to make it perfect. All right. So let me see here. This spot up here, get rid of that. This is going to be darker up here. Need to sharpen this. on that upper eyelid above that crease, but it will be darker all over, but there's a little bit of a highlight happening right over here. So I want to make sure that I capture that. There we go. Yeah, the Rosina is over there on Facebook Live, talking about the electric eraser. Yeah, the electric eraser does work well, although it can start to damage your surface. So it's sort of a last resort. You don't really want to do that very early on if you can help it. So yeah, it's a good method though, isn't it? Renee, how are you? Renee's joining us over there as well. Um, oh, I'm glad you're liking the live streams. Very good. Okay. Let's see what else we can do here. The cool thing is that there are a lot of options when it comes to being able to remove pigment from your surface. I do like that. You find something that works for you. The So Rosina says the Taihu, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, have a very soft eraser and doesn't damage much. Okay, so I want to look at these values a little bit more. Pay close attention to some of these shifts. And then I want to move away from the eyes and keep working my way around the portrait, adding the dark value in here for that grisaille method. All right, let's see here. Zoom back out just a little bit here. There we go. All right. It's not going to be long. I'm going to need something under my hand as I start to work my way up. But I'll be okay for right now. We could just start extending this large shadow shape on this side of the head. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. It's a pretty static shadow, and so I'll concentrate mostly on consistency, and then I can use my eraser and use some more pencil strokes to create the curve and the gradation in small areas where I need them. As I work my way over here towards the nose from the cheek, then my pressure can be quite a bit lighter because of this little bit of light that's reflecting here on the cheek itself. But I can go ahead and add some of this darker value for a little while, even into this highlight on the cheek, and then I can use the kneaded eraser to remove some of that. And that will help give me a very soft gradation right in there. Because we're just staining the paper a little bit is all we're doing by adding more shadow. And then I can turn my angle with the pencil, turn it just a little bit so that I can create more of a smooth gradation. That will give me a smoother laydown of this pencil application and this layer here. If I keep turning it and I don't go over the area in the same way each time. I was trying to stream on Instagram at the same time that I was doing these streams, but had some problems with that. I'm trying to use Yellow Duck to be able to accomplish that. Hey, Harry, good to see you out here. I haven't seen you in a little while. Nice you could join us. Oh, I'm guessing we're probably not streaming on YouTube. That's probably what's going on. If anyone is over there on YouTube, let me know. Now that I think about it, I think I know why that is the case. But I may be wrong. But so if you're on YouTube live, let me know if you're watching. And just now started thinking about that. I changed the configuration of the stream key. So, Somia is over there. Okay, thank you. Never mind. Apparently, I changed that back. Thanks, Somia. So, I don't know. I cannot get that figured out, though, yet on how to get that stream going over there on Instagram. There's something that I'm missing, and I think it's something with my configuration settings on OBS. So, we'll get it figured out, though. There's only so much tech support, though, that I want to do in one day. So we'll save that for another day. Somia just got done. Well, she's almost done. She's not quite done, but she just got done creating a beautiful portrait. No, not tonight, Somia. I'm not going to do that tonight. I might do that later on. I'm not sure. This is just a personal project that I'm working on. So um, I might do that later on. I might do that over there in Member Circle and let you guys see that over there. Yeah, Harry, if you go back, Harry's asking if there's a part one. If you go back, you'll see. There we go. Lonnie is joining us over there on Facebook Live. She says, just watch the wax paper thing on YouTube. Thought was this video. Anyway, do you find using Grisaille or Grisaille better on any particular surface? No, I just find it. I find it good on just about every surface because it's just so easy. It makes everything easy to do because you're only working out, the values first, and that makes things so much simpler when you do that. Hey Jan, how are you? Thanks for joining. Jan's also on Facebook Live. And Jan just created a beautiful portrait of her dog with so much color in it. Tell you what, that is so creative. Okay, let's see here. Go ahead and move this shadow into this little highlight area. There we go. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Get rid of that. There we go. All right. If I keep looking around at these shadow shapes right in here, they're so hard to identify, right? Because it's not any kind of shape that is identifiable. Doesn't have any kind of form. And so I have to kind of trick my mind into thinking about what type of form this would have if it did have some kind of hard edge. That's one way to tackle this kind of shading, is to think, okay, do I kind of see like a line coming down in here and then a line over here? A line without a distinct, crisp edge on it. That's what I'm trying to view in my mind. And if I'm able to do that and then depict that by feathering that edge, softening that edge by making it very indistinct, then I also want to think about, okay, when my eyes move over this way, what's the darkest area in this entire shape? And if the darkest area is right in here, then I want that to be built up very gradually. That's what's going to create that convincing form to the cheek, and the way that the light will move slowly from a high spot on the cheek over into a shadow as we get closer and closer to the side plane of the head. But in this case, we've got another light coming in this direction over here, a secondary source, and it's not as bright as the one coming from this direction, but it's still there. And it makes for a nicer experience to develop all of these forms when we have more than one light source, especially if they're not equal in value. Both the light sources are not quite the same. It makes it so nice. All right. Some of that's a little uneven on there, and I'm trying to determine if that bothers me or not. And I don't think it does. So I could come in here and be real nitpicky and get rid of some of those little tiny areas, but I don't think I'm too worried about that at this point. What I am looking for, though, is areas where the buildup is a little darker than it should be, like right up there. So I can remove some of that. Maybe down here, just a little bit. Okay. Now look at this edge over here. Calling it an edge, it really isn't an edge, but if I simplify it and think about it like that, then it helps, I think. Okay. Now I need a little more of this pigment right in here. Not much pressure, though, on it right in here. There we go. Okay. Now this cheek is darker than the mouth and the area above the lips right in here. So I do want it to be slightly darker over here. Than this area right here is what I'm talking about. And this old guy has a wrinkle right in here that moves its way down. There we go. Okay. Take a look. Hope I answered your question there, Lonnie. Yeah, just layers and layers, really. I like using the Grizzeye method on any surface, really. Every surface, if I can get away with it, then I'm going to use it because it, like I said, just makes everything much simpler. All right. Well, that's about all I wanted to get accomplished tonight. Is just getting that cheek in there. Next time I'll go up here in the forehead so that we can get this blue everywhere in this shadow over here. So awesome. Good deal, Lonnie. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Somia, Jan, Larry, and everyone else at Rosina, and those of you that just hung out and didn't talk. Enjoyed being here with you. So we'll talk to you soon. Have a good